in honor of Pride Month, I want to talk about something that has been going viral again. And it's crazy because this is probably an 8-9-year-old story, but it's gaining some traction on Twitter at least. And I'm so excited that people are discovering this, perhaps for the first time, because an entirely new generation is going to be introduced to somebody who I think is an amazing pastor. So we're going to talk about Pastor Manning. He's probably my favorite pastor of all time, and he has the best conspiracy theory that you're ever going to hear. And this is the clip that's going viral. I have another interview that I'm going to play for you, but let's listen to David Pakman talk to him so he explains what he's talking about.
Starbucks uses gay semen in their coffee to make it taste good. Where did that come from?
Gays tend to love each other's semen, and it flavors up the coffee. They like the taste of it. There's no doubt about that.
How do you know that it flavors the coffee?
Well, because that's what it does.
At what point are they...
I'm just going to stop right. There's already so much. You can see why so many people love Pastor Manning. And this is such a great story that Poopy decided to join us. Poopy, welcome. He's here to listen to Pastor Manning. Yeah, the fact that he knows this, I feel like you would have to be in on it if you have so much knowledge about this conspiracy. And the fact that you're saying it flavors up the coffee is kind of like a bit of a tell. Maybe this pastor himself really likes semen. So he's like, oh, this is how they're turning people gay. Because I tried it. And since it tastes amazing, this is what it gets gross. But the way he says it is so fucking funny.
Collecting the semen? When are they inserting it in my drink?
Oh, it's already...
Oh, that's easy. Easy question, okay? They have a factory where they're milking men, and that's where they're getting the semen, David. I mean, try to keep up.
In the process. It's already in the pipeline. And by the way, Starbucks...
Even David Pakman is laughing. They've got that shit on tap, okay? You make a vanilla latte. You put a little bit of coffee, you put about 4 ounces of semen, not too much, a little bit of whip on the top. That's how they do it.
Have just introduced a flat white drink, latte or mocha. I'm not sure which it is.
That's a cover for semen, right?
It is eerily... as if they're almost mocking me, like they're saying, la ha 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 ha, we'll show you that we're doing it. And the stupid Starbucks audience of patronage doesn't have enough sense to believe you, Manning. We'll actually we'll hide it in plain sight.
Sees a white drink. Is this semen? What? They have to be mocking me because I'm the one who exposed that they're putting semen in the coffee. Okay? So... they're very clearly just fucking with me. That's how brazen they are, that they're making a semen drink now. Now, this video right here, this is an interview with TYT. This is by far and away the best interview that ever has been done. This is the best TYT interview, best journalistic interview ever, because they somehow get him to admit something that you don't ever want to admit if you're this kind of a person. Deeply homophobic. And what I love about, and listen, this is why I love him so much. This dude, he's a doctor, right? He has a PhD from a university that he created. So he awarded himself a PhD from his fake university, and he's just rolling with it. You've got to give him credit where it's due. That's just bold. That's creative. I really respect that. I should do that to myself. Okay.
All right, Pastor Manning, you said that Starbucks was putting semen of the sodomites in their coffee, but here's the interesting part, because it, quote, it flavors up the coffee and it makes you think you're having a good time.
Okay, so that's why he went so viral, because of the way that he said it. It's like, man, I get that you're homophobic, but you're explaining this in the gayest way imaginable. Like saying that it's flavoring up the coffee. You're not just gay, you have a specific fetish here. And you're telling too much, and it's so fucking unhinged.
Which then makes me wonder, do you equate drinking semen with a good time?
Well, you're pushing me up in a little bit of a corner here now, James. I have to be very cautious here. But let me, in all precautions that I can exercise here now.
Jay, you're pushing me up in the corner, okay? I don't want to have to admit the semen tastes good. The fuck is happening?
Say that. Well, a number of people think that semen tastes good.
Okay, I need to know who you're talking to, Pastor Manning. Who told you this? Okay, who's telling you this? That they just have fucking cups of semen they're drinking? That's not happening. Tell us who said this. I wonder how he came to this conclusion.
People think that drinking semen is a good idea. And
do you see it that way?
No, and I don't think that myself personally, but I'm just giving you the references of what other people think.
And that's just the way you've described it in your past sermons. But okay, continue.
Well, so if a number of people, I mean, you've got literally millions of people around the world who really think that, the taste of semen is quite a flavor. And
millions of people around the world. I mean, what is he basing this off of? Has he seen any polls? Have they done a poll asking people, like using the Likert scale, is semen good? Strongly agree. Agree. Like, how do you come to this conclusion? It's so weird to me.
They seek it in the midst of other kinds of activities. And so one would think, well, all right, one would think Starbucks has deduced that, listen, in an ingenious way, I would say that we're more and more infamous, ingenious way, they've discovered that since people like semen, and there's so many people drinking it from one another, their body fluids, why not put it in our coffees?
I love how he is so confident as he says the most batshit fucking insane thing you've ever heard in your entire life. They do say that capitalism creates innovation. Nobody expected semen in Starbucks, but yeah.
Rub our coffee.
Oh, so a bomb says, I'm going to go to Starbucks more often. You're proving him right. Okay, I guess you do like it. Damn, maybe he was onto something.
Well, Pastor Manning, I'm getting a sense here overall.
They have the same experience with semen and their lattes as they have in their bedrooms late at night.
So, Pastor Manning, I'm getting a sense for overall from your descriptions here that you think that being gay is a lifestyle choice, so it's a choice that a lot of people would want to make. You think that semen is delicious to a lot of people, and these are choices that people make. So it seems like perhaps if it wasn't for the Bible and the teachings of Moses, etc., that you might have been tempted by those choices as well.
Wait for it.
Is that the case? Have you been tempted?
Oh, absolutely. No, about it.
He just says it. He just comes out. Absolutely. Yes, I've been very fucking tempted. Don't ask me how I know what semen tastes like. I've been very tempted, Jank. God damn. He's the GOAT. Pastor Manning is the fucking GOAT. Nobody's going to convince me otherwise. There's never been a pastor that has said so much like wild shit about gay people. Like, he said really hateful stuff too, right? But like, he's a superstar for the semen and Starbucks stuff. Okay?
Oh, absolutely.
Perhaps if it wasn't for the Bible and the teachings of Moses, etc., that you might have been tempted by those choices as well. Is that the case? Have you been tempted?
Oh,
absolutely.
No doubt about it.
He just doesn't hesitate at all.
Years in prison, and I tell you that I saw a lot of that activity going on in prison. I mean, it was just the order of the day. It was a par for the course. I was in one prison I was in down in Rayford, Florida, called Union Correctional Facility, where the average sentence back in the late 70s when I was there in that prison, the average sentence, Jink, this is no lie, was 100 years. I mean, judges threw out 100-year prison sentences told people like it was okay, like ordering breakfast at McDonald's. And they formed unions. The first same-sex marriage I saw was a marriage of a sodomite named Bahamas Mama, who had dyed his hair red and used to walk around in white shorts, tight as you could possibly be, in a halter top. And one Saturday out on the yard, they had a marriage. He got married to one of the inmates, and all the other inmates were brokenhearted because they could no longer pursue sex with him. So, yeah, I saw that and was tempted, but I didn't yield to temptation, by the way. You need to know that. And make sure you publish that as well.
Don't take me out of context, okay? I want dick, but I didn't get any, okay? I just want to, for the record, okay? I wanted to fuck Bahamas Mama, but I did not. I resisted that temptation. I prayed, and everything was okay. Like, this is a cartoon character. What are we doing here? Like, holy shit.
All right, so you thought about having gay sex, and that was tempting to you, and you thought that might be delicious or really fun, but you decided to hold strong and not do it. Is that roughly right?
That is true.
Okay, that is true. Okay. All right. Now, I think we've settled that issue, so we can move on to other things. What's your beef with Barack Obama?
Okay, so I mean, they go through. He's doing the whole Obama birther shit. Yeah, I mean, that's Pastor Manning, everyone. I wonder what he's doing these days. I don't know if he's still around. Has he come out? Let me actually do a quick little Google search. I'm going to be sad if I find out that he died, because he is really old, but let me just see. So Wikipedia says he's still alive, so that's good. Dr. James David Manning. Still going by that doctor. Respect. Okay, so he's not really doing anything. Yeah, he's just posting his sermons. Okay. Well, listen. I think he should get back on that train. Get back to talking about semen in Starbucks. I think that the world needs a little bit of Pastor Manning right now. But if you didn't know, now you know. Pastor Manning, he broke the bombshell story. Dr. Pastor Manning broke the bombshell story about Starbucks putting jizz in everyone's coffee. So now you know. Think twice before you order a latte, because you may get a little bit more than you bargained for next time. Some extra flavor. That's good, according to Dr. Pastor Manning. So yeah, there you have it, folks.
Mom, I'm gay. Gays. Mom, I'm transgender.